It's just one of them days that a girl goes through when I'm feeling empty inside and I don't want to take it out on you. Hey y'all, I'm Ebony, the creator of Humble Enhancement, where we help you to reclaim your space and mind at the same time. Have you ever been in one of those moments where the day is just kind of like weighing on you and you don't want to move forward with anything? You just want to go and sit in your space at home, in your bed or in a comfy couch, but you know you have other things to do and your body isn't giving you any type of signals as of you needing to relax. It's just your mind is overwhelmed with just all of the different things that you must do. Now, if you're anything like me, you definitely understand that when you have those days, you just got to take it easy. You got to take it slow because there are some things that you must do that cannot wait till the next day. When it comes to having overwhelming feelings and thoughts, they sometimes bleed into our space and it allows clutter to build up in spaces that we normally don't allow. On any other day, clutter can overwhelm you just as much as certain things within your life can overwhelm you. But you know what's hard is dealing with sentimental clutter. That is the most hardest thing to deal with. As we all go through life, we try to figure out what things we should keep and what things we shouldn't keep. But I like to use this principle, which is keep the best and let go of the rest. Hey y'all, welcome back to another day with our peace in real life as we walk and declutter at the same time. Today is just a little rough for me. It's just that I'm off a little bit. I had to deal with a lot of different things today before actually coming out and walking. So I'm doing today a little bit different. I'm going to have my earbuds in and I'm just going to talk to you all through a voiceover. As we are walking through all of our clutter that we have internally, I wanted to share something with you that feels simple in theory, but it actually hits a little deep. Letting go of what no longer serves you is a struggle for most people, but when it comes to entrepreneurs and busy professionals, it's a different type of level of holding on to items that no longer serve you. And it's all just because we are trying to excel and we are afraid of change sometimes, but not all the times, because you wouldn't be in this position if you wasn't okay with taking risk. So when it comes to holding on to things, sometimes we hold on to clutter in our space, clutter in our minds, or if you're running your business and you have some employees that is on your job that has outgrown their position, you may have a tendency to want to hold on to them out of what was, what they was giving you. And if you are working at a professional, high performing job, there might be a role that you're in that has truly expired for you and you're getting a push or a nudge from God to switch. So let me share something with you all just really, really quick. If you're a business owner, you already know this, but if you're not a business owner, I want you to imagine running a company or helping out somebody in the community, and things between you and that person started off great. The performance that the community or your employees was giving you was great. It excelled. It allowed you to have a little bit more freedom in your own thoughts and your own emotions, where you was like able to be more creative in other areas of the business or other areas within helping that person in the community. But all of a sudden, that person now, they took a shift, and at the job, they're missing their deadlines, or that person in the community, they're no longer aligning with the mission that you all both had at once. At this moment, it's costing you more than what you actually thought that it was going to cost you. It's costing you your energy, and there is no true return in value And as a CEO of your company, or somebody that's helping a friend out or somebody out in the community, what would you actually do? Most people will wrestle with going back and forth with, should they let a person go? Should they not let a person go? And all of these thoughts that come around whether or not you should let somebody go is actually normal, because we are all human. We value loyalty. We also value the history that we have with people, but then we are also faced with the guilt that is coming up with inside of us, knowing that we should shift, but we don't shift. All of this is just emotional clutter with a little bit of spiritual clutter as well, that makes you hold on just a little longer. But here's the truth. If you don't let go of whoever or whatever that you have in your space that no longer fits your future, then you are actually blocking the growth that is assigned to your name by God. And if you know God, like I know God, then you know that God deals with us in ways that He also has to battle with, allowing things to come to us or not come to us. Whether or not He should let things flow and happen to grow us, or whether He should hold things back and wait for a different time. Although His timing is divine, He has to go through the same thing. But when He is actually trying to help you, He is actually pruning the branches that He knows will bear fruit, and fruit in abundance. So sometimes when God is doing things, He helps us by removing things, people, and even getting us out of our comfort zones. And when He does this, He's not doing this because He's punishing us. Just like when you make a change with that person in the community, or a change with that person within your job, you're not doing it for punishment, but you're doing it because you want to prepare your life, your space, for opportunities of receiving things much and far better than where you currently are. This is the same thing that God does for you as well. He prunes so many different things to prepare you and your mind, your space, and it always includes the basis of, He always wants to shift your mind. He wants to shift your routines, and the clutter that's in your life that's been taking up emotional space, living there in your mind, in your spirit, rent free. He wants that to go. Let me tell you this. If it was not for God removing some things out of my life, I would have continued to hold on to certain things and people and jobs, because I had the mindset of, man, if I just hold on just a little bit longer, I'm going to get to where I need to get to. I'm going to grow this, that, and the third. I was thinking about everything underneath the sun to keep those things in my life, even though I know they was hurting me. Now, if it wasn't for God becoming extremely caring for me to let go of certain things and to do it in an abrupt way, then I would not be here talking to you on YouTube, helping you to declutter your life and to get your life together in a way that is in alignment for your own purpose, so you can feel more healthier and more whole in your life. Decluttering is full of layers, but this layer right here of dealing with sentimental thoughts or sentimental items leads into you unintentionally being unaware of what you are continuing to hold on to. So let's connect this all to your physical space. If I was to come to your house right now and go through your closet, would you be okay with it? Or would you be a little hesitant? I'm sure that you have some clothes in your closet that you're holding on to, that one is either out of season or is out of season for who you are now in your present life, or you just literally have some things there on wishful thinking of, when I get to this size, or when in occasion or when an event comes up, I'm going to wear this type of clothing for it. But you never get to it. The only reason why you're holding on to it is because of the thoughts and the ideas that surrounds those clothing pieces. Now, you may not be into having a lot of clothing, but say for instance, a book or a journal. When was the last time you opened up a book or a journal and actually sat down and wrote something or read something out of it? If you haven't wrote or read anything with the books that you are keeping, it's the same as anybody else that is having troubles with letting go. You have a problem letting go with it because of the thoughts and the ideas and the identity that you surrounded yourself in regards to keeping clutter within your life. But here is another truth. Every item in your space is either anchored to your past or it's creating room for your future. Everything that you hold on to is only there because you allow it to be there. It's okay to honor certain memories that come from certain items or even those sentimental items that you receive from others, but don't let the memories stop who you are becoming and stop who God is allowing you to become. Try not to block your blessings by holding on to something versus letting it go and only keeping the best so you can let go of all of the rest of the items that do not serve you. As we are walking, I want you to pause and reflect for just a few seconds. What is some items that you are keeping out of obligation? What are some thoughts that you are holding on to because of guilt that was put onto you in regards to a societal standard or pressure? The last question is to ask yourself, am I holding on to an identity that is my own, or is it somebody else's identity clutter? Here's something that worked for me in regards to being able to release clutter within my space when I became intentional about living a simple life free of clutter and free of stress and having things placed in my home that actually brought value to my life, that brought inspiration to my life, that actually helped propel me forward and to separate me from the past of living life with guilt and clutter surrounding me in my environment and in my mind. There was an item that was gifted to me by a person that I cared for deeply. However, this person and I had a strained relationship. No matter what I did in regards to people pleasing, like I stated before in my becoming a professional organizer journey, is that I had to look at this item that I was given by this person. And when I looked at this item, all that I heard, saw, and even felt instantly was all of the ups and downs, the stress, the strain, the confusion of the relationship, the confusion of myself, where I doubted my own thoughts, doubted where I stood in life, where I even had a moment of being separated from myself and not even recognizing who I was in the mirror. When I finally sat and embraced every last emotion and thought that came present, I allowed myself to grieve the situation, which allowed me to go through a decluttering process that helped me to release some of the layers of clutter that I had in regards to keeping a physical heirloom item. Now, when it comes to you, I don't know if this is a thing that will help you, but hopefully with me sharing this will help you to declutter your life in a way where you can get rid of the layers of clutter and truly do an extreme decluttering and organizing of your whole entire lifestyle, including your home and including your mindset. being more in a spiritual alignment with God and what He has for you. Anytime that we are dealing with something, always ask yourself, does this serve me in my life right now? And is it serving me with where God is taking me? If it does not, then know that it is okay to let it go. You do not need to organize what God is calling you to actually release. So release any old things that do not fit for you today. Transform your mind, transform your spirit, transform your environment so you can actually live in abundance, and you can change the way that you talk to yourself on a daily basis. You can start encouraging yourself in a way that is in alignment with your calling from God. If any of this spoke with you today, just please leave a comment below. I love that we are walking together and growing together, and we are decluttering things that are no longer serving us and having a true holistic transformation. So we are almost done with our 20-minute walk. I know we didn't take a water break again today. So as I am walking back into the house and you're walking back into the house, so take a sip of water to hydrate your body, to hydrate your mind, to hydrate your spirit, so we can start to focus on removing at least 10 clothing items from our space. And if it's not clothing for you, then remove some shoes or remove some books or remove some items that are heirlooms and declutter some of those heirlooms from your space that is bringing up negative energy. You will be able to master decluttering today on a deeper level so you can actually let go of stuff from your past and let go of the physical clutter that you see. See you in a moment. Thanks for your patience. I just got the clothes from outside on the line. These are my specialty clothes. So let's go through here to see what I can get rid of, because some of these clothes in here are some things that I recently washed from going through a decluttering session with my swimwear and just some other little small things that I had. The clothes here that I washed them because every year I like to make sure that I am washing all of the summer stuff and making sure that everything is fresh and laundered. So what I'm going to do is get rid of 10 things. I think that I probably will get rid of a lot of things in here because this is basically the portions that I pulled out in a video that will be coming out soon in regards to swimwear. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to keep this dress. Well, you know what? It's not really a dress at all. It's a skirt. So I'm going to keep this and I'm going to hang that up. These pants, I washed these because I was going to donate these anyway because I don't like how they fit anymore. The top part keeps sliding down, so I'm going to get rid of that. So how many is that so far? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have 5 more things to get rid of, and I think I have 2 things in the closet. So let's go to my closet. So here we are in my closet. Right now it's a little disorganized, but we're going to make it through. So I have a pair of jeans that are here at the bottom, and I'm sure that you probably have some jeans that you have at the bottom of your closet or far, far in the back that you haven't dealt with. But these jeans from Target are nice. However, the problem with these are that I don't like this little ruffle thing anymore. And these jeans are like super heavy, but they're also low rise. I have a big booty, so this is not going to work for me. So we're going to get rid of that. So that makes 6. So like I said, there was 2 things. So I'm going to get the other thing right now, which are these Old Navy workout pants. I like this color blue. However, at the same time, these have gotten a little snug on me. I don't know if I gained weight or whatnot, but their larges are sometimes inconsistent at Old Navy. So I'm going to give these away. So this is now going to make 7. So I recently brought 2 pair of new shoes. So my method is when you buy something, you get rid of 3 things. So obvious, the stuff that we just did is going to count towards it. But if you have not brought anything and you're on this journey with me, still stick to getting rid of 10 things. So let me show you my shoes. So I've been looking at this and I'm going to get rid of these shoes. As like I stated, I brought 2 new shoes. I like these because these are Rihanna's first edition, almost, or close to the near first edition of her Pumas. But I do have another one of her Pumas which are more recent, and I am okay with that. So we are going to get rid of this one, which makes number 8. Now we're gonna head to this ottoman that I have because it collects and holds my shoes. Now as you see, it's pretty full in here. This is 1 pair of the shoes that I got. So I am going to get rid of these because I moved this to the side because the shoes that I got here is a great color palette, as it will blend with everything, versus this where I was going through a cycle of wearing this color pink or muted pink. I don't know. But anywho, I moved these to the side because of those shoes that are here. So I'm going to get rid of this. So guess what? That makes 9. So how is this working out? How are you moving through this process? Are you able to at least get 9 like me? Like, look at this little pile that I have. I'm so proud of myself. Look at there. There is the pile. So now I just need to find 1 more item to get rid of to complete removing 10 items. I think I got some stuff in the kitchen, as I haven't drunk out of some of these glass containers. So let's go to the kitchen. So I'm in my kitchen and I'm going to open up the cabinet door right now. So these are the jars that I was talking about using. I normally have them for smoothies or when we make our fresh pressed juice, but I have not been using them lately. So I'm going to get rid of all 4 of these. Wow, look at what you just did. How does this feel? Was you able to get rid of 10 items today? Whether it was your clothes, some books, some kitchen items, or some swimwear like I got rid of today. Tell me, what did you actually get rid of? I want to know. And I also want to know, was it easy for you to get rid of 10 things today? And remember, if you want to live life fearlessly, you must declutter and organize on all aspects.